Hello there. My name is Rage. We're doing things a bit quietly, since this world's music is very peaceful. Okay, who am I kidding? Welcome back to Sonic Colors. In the previous episode, we finished off my favorite world in this game, Planet Wisp. And in this episode, we'll be starting Aquarium Park, which actually also has pretty awesome music and great scenery as well. Of course, that's the majority of this game. That's just how awesome it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and head into this tunnel thing. This reminds me a lot of like this game came out before Black and White 2, but this reminds me of the tunnel they added in Black and White 2. Like it's like you go underwater and you can see all these fish and stuff, and I really liked that place. It reminds me a lot. It was very pretty, and you know, pretty things in video games are eye-catching. Like a lot of people say video games aren't about the graphics, and I do agree that a good story beats graphics any day. But sometimes having good graphics is good. You know, it's nice to have a game that's pretty to look at. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab, what is this here? It's just more White Wisp. We're going to hold on to your White Wisp. Just hold on to them. Don't use them. Don't boost too much. And if you do boost, make sure you boost in an area where you'll be able to get your boost back. Because you're going to want to save White Wisp in this world. You'll just trust me on that. Because the White Wisp come in handy when it comes to a mechanic we'll be seeing in now. Yeah, you can pretty much just walk across water. That's how great this is. I don't know why. It's just awesome to me to be able to walk over water. But you can't just walk. You have to actually boost over. And it makes these underwater sections not as bad. The fact that you can actually skip them if you have enough wisp. But some of them are indeed required. But, you know, what's the point of putting a level in a game if you're not going to make it required? Okay, that's actually a really stupid question, considering a lot of levels are meant to be required, and then they end up being like broken by some of those people who speedrun games, and they don't even have to play certain levels. So that was a really stupid question. But anyway, we're gonna come on, get up, and we're gonna glide across the water. Go! Yeah, I try not to do anything in the water if I don't have to, because the water, it's slow. It's a Sonic game with water, you know? That's already a bad sign. But I do admit they did a good job for this to be the water world of the game. They did a good job on the level. I completely like it. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's a fun world. It's got an even amount of difficulty, and it's fun. So that's all it needs to know. That's all you need to know about it. And if you want to know any more, just play it yourself and you'll learn stuff. But this is what I said earlier. You see, if you don't actually, they don't actually come after you. If you just leave them alone, they leave you alone. This is just the AI. Ow. This is just the AI being weird. I kind of dislike the AI in this game, to be perfectly honest. I feel like they could have done a better job with it. But, you know, who am I kidding? The game is pretty great otherwise. So, asking too much more of it would be, I guess, just being a bit greedy. Here's a quick step thing again. More quick stepping. I feel like they were a bit too redundant with that. I do admit that that is one thing they should have worked on a bit. But it's not a big deal. We're going to boost through there and then boost on top of the water, because you know, who wants to boost underwater? Oh, that means the goal ring is around here somewhere, since we can't actually do anything else. And that is it for Aquarium Park Act 1. The levels started getting a little bit longer in Planet Wisp, so things are a bit long, and I'm actually going to skip getting the 1-ups at this point. Because basically the ones in this level, I believe, are underwater, all of them, and it makes the physics weird, so it's more of a waste of time than actually of a profit. Anyway, let's go ahead and head into Act 2 now. I don't really like this level, if I remember right? Because you have to do a lot of cube mechanics, and I feel like cube is a wisp they kind of overused to the point where it got kind of annoying. I mean, as you guys remember, they used it in Planet Wisp, they used it in Starlight Carnival, they've used it in this world now, and they're going to use it in the next world as well, if I remember correctly. So they kind of overused it, but also, what am I saying? Laser's been in every world. Rocket and Drill we haven't seen in a while, which, spoiler alert, Drill comes back in this world, which is cool. So we'll be seeing Drill again. If you like that Wisp, it'll be coming back very soon. Anyway, we're just gonna keep hopping across these gaps, because I don't. Oh, well, first death of Aquarium Park. I didn't expect to get out of this world without at least one death, so I'm not complaining. plus I'm playing this game for fun, so trying to do it like a no death challenge or something would just be a bit too much for me. Like you say playing a game for fun, and I shouldn't have lived there. But yeah, I'm done with that act. Really short act, but yeah, and we're skipping it. So the 1-ups would be nice to have. Unless I get like an S or A rank, I'm not going to be sticking around. And I'm not going to get many S or A ranks in this level because I'm not too good at Aquarium Park and I haven't played it in forever. But that goes to all the worlds. But now we have to go into the water to start things off here. Like I said, they actually do force you to go in the water. It's not always something you can skip. And something about this game is if you can't breathe underwater infinitely, like Mario, where they don't usually make you. Well, in the later Mario games, they really didn't. Like, they enforced the whole needing breath thing, but in the earlier Mario games, you could stay underwater as long as you wanted. And in the earlier Sonic games, you never were able to. So I guess they kind of had a little bit of a dagger with that, since you know it actually made sense. But you know, who plays video games to make sense? I don't. That's just weird. I enjoy playing games that make no sense. So, just gonna watch that fall, then fall down behind it. And something about this game is you see a lot of areas like end up just being reskinned and used again in a later level, which I can understand from like a designer point of view, how you really don't want to make another model for every little thing. But at the same time, you know, some of the reskinning is just so obvious. It's painfully obvious even. But we're gonna go ahead and go down here and grab the Rocket Wisp, and then we're going to do some things. I'm gonna go ahead and rock it up, and then we're gonna do some fun things here. I'm gonna try to go through here without taking damage. Let's see if we can do it. We can just kind of go here, help float down. I took damage. Oh well, this thing was here to protect me. Thank you, thing. You were here for me. You were here for me when no one else would be, thing. I love you, thing. We should get married. Fuck boxes! So these boxes are just kind of conveniently placed, so you can't get all the rings. This reminds me of something like out of Donkey Kong Country for some reason. Like in those levels where you can get to the bonus with the animals, and like you can get all the bananas, or like not all the bananas, all like the tokens with their thing. It reminds me of something like that, because they have like the boxes or whatever, or like blocks in the way, so you can't get like all of them. You have to kind of make a choice of where to jump to see where you can get the most, which I think is pretty cool. I enjoy that. Anyway, we're done with the Act 3 of Aquarium Park, and we are only at like 8 minutes, so I feel like we can do one more. No big deal. Gonna skip it. I was doing that out of instinct, but I'm gonna skip the ones in this world. Anyway, let's go ahead and move to Act 4. And Act 4, I think that we'll call it a video after that, because I want to leave something for the next episode, because I've noticed that part 2s of every world usually end up being short. So I want to kind of say, what? Oh god, this guy right here. Oh my god. Ah, this guy. He is. I don't even want to face him, but we're gonna have to at some point in this level. So be prepared for that. At the end of the level, I think you have to face him, and you have to run away from him and stuff. It's not cool. I don't really like him. It's kind of it's challenging though. So challenging is always better. Sometimes it's just annoying. But it adds a challenge to this game. So who's complaining? I'm complaining. That's what I've been doing like for the past 30 or so seconds. Is complaining. But yeah, if you actually run into enemies with your Wisp enough, they'll drop enemies, and you'll actually get a slam bonus, which is just extra points. If you're playing this game to get like the most points possible, then you want to do that for sure. But I'm playing this game just to be playing the game, so let's just go ahead and do this. And that's going to put us in the backdrop here, and we can do that. So if you press B on one of those moving blocks, Sonic will actually kick it as far as he can, or at least somewhat close. And we're underwater again. I hate being underwater. Screw being underwater. And now we're going to try and go straight forward here. Go! Go! Come on! And then it didn't let me. Oh yeah, here's Drill. Drill is back finally. And we can just... And if you go out of the water, you lose it. I like the music in this world if you have Drill, though. There's like a specific remix. Sonic, you want to like jump faster, please? Thank you. So we're going to try to skip the water sections as much as I can. Come on. Okay, thank you. Got out of the water. And we're going to try to get some more white wisp, which should be showing up any minute now. Come on. Got laser again, so we're just going to use that again and shoot our way over here. We're underwater again, and there's the white wisp I need. Hello, white wisps. I'm going to use you. And they're trying to make it so if you wisp over here, you have to take consequences. So it's like they know that the mechanic was going to be abused, so they put stuff in your way so you can't actually... So you have to be kind of careful, so you can't just mindlessly press B and hope to God that something happens. Which is kind of how I play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I don't really know anything about the game, so I just kind of press buttons and hope something happens. Because that's how I go. Except for down, I think it's like down B with Ike. I can do that pretty well. That's the extent of my Brawl playing. And I can actually press down B as Pikachu or down A, I can't remember. And you can do like the lightning thing. So I can do that. That's the extent of how good I am at that game. YOLO swag, am I right? Okay, so enough being sat. I don't remember this part. Wait. Or not. I was gonna do something cool. Oh well. Run into the thing. We have laser now. We're gonna hold on to laser because we already had laser, so we have laser again now. And you know, double the laser. Double laser, oh my god. Hop on the fountain here, because fountains boost Sonic up. And then we have to shoot the same block twice. So, there's the red ring. You can get that if you are going 100%. I'm not going to, though. And here we go. Here's where the hard part starts. The fight versus the purple robot. Now, keep in mind, this is not going to be the only time you fight him, and I'm dead. This is not going to be like the only time you take him on. You're going to take him on multiple times. This is just the first time. So, right when he's about to swing, you want to press B. Just hold on to your wisp, though. You can't jump at this section, by the way. And I took damage. We're just going to kind of boost and hope to God it works. You can actually look at the backs on his, the lights on his back, and those kind of depict where he's going to be going next. So, got hit, keep getting rings. If you keep getting rings, this will be easy, but you have to keep getting the rings. You can't lose them and then not get any back because you will die. And there is that. But that is not, I repeat, that is not the last time you'll see him. The next time you see him, it will be much more challenging. It'll be in a later place at a later time and date. So, next time on Sonic Colors, we will be doing Act 4, and Act 5, and Act 6, and actually, there's only 5 acts in this world, I just remembered that. No, there's 6. I'm just talking on my ass at this point. Anyway, Act 5 and Act 6 and the boss, next time on Sonic Colors. Thank you for watching, I have been Rage. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Add it to your favorites, I guess. I don't know if you want to do that or not. Comment down below, tell me your opinions on the series and whatnot. It really helps me out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.